Today is November 20th, 2019 at about 10:40 p.m. I'm going to touch base real quickly, and I'm going to also leave the other information into the description box where you can read it fully. Right now, I'm just going to make it short and just touch on certain things, starting with this article that I read about a judge ordering the feds to produce the watch lists that they've been sharing with different private groups. And it goes on to talk about that innocent people may be mistakenly placed on this list, and they can experience a daily wide range of hassles. And to me, that is a huge understatement. Huge understatement, because the crimes that are being committed against us are inhumane, are a complete violation of human rights, civil liberties. It is complete violation of the law. And these are people with guns and badges that are committing the crimes, and that are not stopping them because they're involved in them, and recruiting other illegals and other citizens, your neighbors, because every last one of my neighbors in Community Watch is involved in me being targeted. And on daily basis, if you come over, you'll see the Lockheed Martin and their chemtrails, and you'll see the wide range of cars coming up and down the block near my car being illegally placed on. Verizon was at one time doing, I still believe they have something to do. They were adding me on their fleet, Verizon fleet tracking system. And then they were able to add tons of others on there. So when I leave my house, I'm being bombarded with all types of people stalking me. So, and this is how they want it. They want to try to get me out of my home. They're trying to what they call a community mob me. And from day one, Verizon has been a big participant in human trafficking, contract stalking. They gave access to my whole computer access to my neighbors, Morris, Linda, and Tanya Johnson next door. Across from me, the Eatmans. Directly across from me, Phil Nutt Howard, and next to him, her name is Udina and Michael Booty. They have access to my door cam and my other devices. And I watch Verizon stay in those places hours at a time, and then I automatically knew that they had given out my computer network to them, and I knew that they were logging into my account and spying on me. So when I got the doorbell, they couldn't stop. The doorbell cam, they couldn't stop until they actually had access to that, which Verizon eventually gave them access to that, where they're able to control my doorbell. And now they have access, and they actually turn it off when they want to do something huge, commit something huge. This past November, November, so far, my but my Verizon, Fios, internet, TV channels have been going or blocked out, and these are the paid ones, like VH1, Bravo, OWN. All of those channels and sports channels are blocked. And we tried to do the reboot system thing and the reset thing, troubleshoot. That didn't work. to try that several times, several days, and I called several times, and each time I'm being told a lie to New York, had an outage in New York, and nobody has services, which was a lie. And then another time I was told that they couldn't even access my account. I was told that twice. Now today when I called, I was told that they need to call my house phone. Now when they turned off the three things, the phone, the internet, and the TV, I noticed when it came back on, my my YouTube was censored, and I couldn't comment on live feeds, news feeds, and any news feeds or any feeds that had a lot of following. I couldn't comment on it. And the ones that I could comment on it, I noticed that they had bots just waiting there. So when I come there, they do some kind of thing and my comment is just gone. This is the type of criminals we're dealing with, because they don't want me to comment on these things, because they don't want their criminal activity exposed. And so today I'm being told, because each time I call, now the first time I couldn't call if I wanted to from the house phone because they shut that off as well. So this time I called again from a different phone, and it was like he was picking me, trying to see, is there another account associated? Then he asks me about some kind of code. Now, this is the first time in a long time anybody asks me for a code, because I don't call, and when I do call, there's always some foolishness, but I refuse to continue with it. So he says, oh, well, I can't have access. I said, well, you already have access if you're telling me what you believe is happening. Or we might have to send somebody out there. And of course, they wouldn't send somebody out here so they can finish hooking it up where they have total access of every device in my house where I can't comment anything, because they already have a lot of control of the devices, because they can control and change certain words and different things, and not allow me onto different access to different government agency websites. So that it goes right there to verify that the government agencies are highly involved in this. And I don't believe there's nobody, too many people in New York, in my area, that don't know about what's going on here. Human trafficking and contract stalking and all these other hideous crimes of non-consensual experimentation happening. There's no way that you can, especially on around this whole area, you can say you don't know anything about it, because there's so much traffic in this area that once was a nice area, until this Phil Nutt Howard, and to the ones down the street that are related to high-ranking police officers. And they're the worst, they're the most corruptest anyway. New York City Police Department and Nassau is all up in the corruption. And so this is what's been going on. And for the Verizon thing, he tells me that he needs for me to call on that thing. First I told him it's working, then I said no, it's not working. I said I knew something was going on with that phone, but since they see I'm not using the house phone, now he's going to say, oh, I need to call to verify it, because they don't use the account no more because of all the fraud. And I made a comment. I said, yeah, Verizon would know about fraud because they're into a lot of fraud. So he tries to go on it and say, well, we need to verify this account. I said, well, if you can't verify it the way it normally is verified, then you just make sure that I'm not being charged for the channels that you claim you can't get back on until I verify my account. In which I know that if you forget a number or what have you, a password or what have you, they can reset it by verifying who you are by asking you questions, not telling me, oh, we don't use account numbers anymore, which is a complete lie. Just like they told me that the power was out for Verizon Fios was out in New York twice already. And so, since all of these lies and all of these times I'm calling and those channels are still out, and it's going on 3 weeks now, they need to tell me something differently now because they see I'm not using the phone. And I believe what they want to do is have me use the phone and then do some kind of thing and steal my email, which they basically took my YouTube account off of my email account, and they want to steal my YouTube. After they have YouTube take it down, they want to steal it because it had too much evidence on them. Too many faces, too many police that I caught on camera stalking me and harassing me in unmarked cars. Too many of the people in the precinct 105 and 113 stalking me and committing crimes and having their mama and father, daddy, and everybody else doing all types of foolishness. They want these channels down. It's not no coincidence. Just the same as the bank that I dealt with, Capital One. They closed those branches down that I used to go to in Elmont, and they left the one right next to 105 precinct. So just so they keep harassing me and keep getting me into the bank to talk to somebody. And when I get into the bank, they want to play games and have me talk to somebody on the phone. Why would I need to talk to somebody in the bank on the phone when I'm coming into the bank and I could talk to a supervisor in person? These are the games they like to play to harass you and also to get you out so they can use these weapons and their cell phones to download your information. Again, it's real. Edward Snowden of NSA talked about all of the things that they have in technology to experiment and to harass American law-abiding citizens. It's real. Look it up. Read about it. This is coming from somebody who worked with them and know about the technology that is out there. Okay, for more information regarding Verizon and also some other things that are happening, you please see the description section where I talk about my neighbors and some other things that are happening. And from the pictures you can see that Verizon is one of the many, many businesses that are involved in human trafficking and contract stalking and all of this stuff that's happening to me and to others. Spectrum is also a huge part in the listening in and messing with your account thing because you'll also see them in the picture. They were right across the street from me and the other day. And again, check out the description section below and read the full details.